everybody, and welcome back to the Strange Exchange. This is episode 15. I'm here today with the presence of my host, or co host. What did we decide on your role again? Or are you just
President and CEO.
the president and the CEO of Captain Crunch?
Yep. And you're the
Um,
mascot.
I'm the mascot. And then we also have here today, Tony's back on with another episode with us. Thanks for joining
How's it
us,
going?
Tony.
How's it going, bros?
Oh, we're doing good. We're holding up. We're fighting the fight, living another day. I got a nice quote for you guys. I think you really like this one. Um, if you're not willing to be a fool, you can't become a master. Bader. I'm just kidding. No, but I like that quote a lot because you gotta. I think we lost Tony out of here. No, there he is.
What? No,
I
I'm
like
here.
that quote a lot because it says that you gotta be willing to sacrifice and risk looking like a dork and make mistakes in order to become a professional at whatever it is.
Well, you also have
Sure.
to take the risk of stepping out of a comfortable situation and doing something that maybe you're not used to and possibly failing and just make up for it. I like it. Good quote. They're getting good.
I like
Yes,
it because
sir.
it's like you have to be an apprentice before you become a master at anything.
Absolutely.
So is this like a Cobra Kai thing or what do we?
Yeah. So today, we're gonna be doing some jumping jacks. We're gonna get warmed up. You guys gotta, you guys gotta karate chop some cinder
Hope you-
blocks. So
Hope
hope
they
you guys ate
hope,
your this morning.
I was more looking to sell Mercedes, but yeah.
I hope you guys like hearing my heavy breathing all the time. That's what you'll be hearing.
You know what? It's like white
after
noise.
after
until
10
pass out
after
to it.
10 push-ups, just
It'll be a nice thing to go to sleep to, like a fan or like some waves from an ocean, or how about someone stirring a cup of coffee with a spoon? That nice clinking noise with the
I
spoon.
don't like that very much.
I hate that noise. I hate that noise.
That's a fucking horrible noise.
I hate
Just
it.
ding ding.
It is pretty annoying. I don't know. It's like one of my pet peeves. It's like when someone does it super like.
That's why I like the coffee straws, man. They're nice, they're soft.
coffee straws.
or they do it like I do it with like a straw, so you don't even hear the noise. If someone does it really fast, you just hear like ting 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 ting
Yes.
ting ting ting. You're like, that's what I want to wake up to hearing in the morning.
It's your alarm, buddy. Get up, rise and shine.
Smell the coffee.
Early bird gets the worm. Speaking of annoying things, what's like a really annoying catchphrase that you guys have like heard over and over, or just think is stupid?
Like, well, I guess give
Like
an
so-
example here.
When I just said the early bird gets the worm, like just something dumb like that, like stupid, or like trying to think of more that are really stupid to me, like when Shrek he says better out than in, I always say.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Stuff like that, but it's like stupid, but that one's funny too, of course. But just like annoying stuff like that, like what's something somebody says at work all the time? I'm trying to think.
I can't even think of one. Just because like
I know I'm trying to think of more to it, and like I hear little dumb things people say all the time, and I'm just like, you don't need to be saying that. Just shut your face. Just shut. That's okay. We can come back to that one. Maybe you guys end up spitting one out.
Well, I mean, I do have one. Is I could care less. I don't like because you know what? That means you do care.
Oh yeah, when somebody says I don't give a f, or
that depends.
It's I could care less. I mean, yeah, you could care, but if you could care less, that means you care somewhat. You do care a little bit. You got something in you.
That's true. That's actually a good point.
I mean, come on, man.
I hear, yeah. Especially, I think you're right. Especially when they're attaching that to emotion. When they're saying like, "Well, I don't give up," or whatever. I don't give a damn, or I don't. Well, I don't care. I could care less. Like they're basically just surrendering and just visibly or verbally admitting that they do care, and they don't want. Yeah, that's a funny one actually.
Well, just I don't know. That's the way I see it. I mean,
Next time someone does that, you gotta punch him right in the face, man. Just knock him straight
you
out
know what
cold.
another thing is?
Don't
When
do it.
people say they're not a happy camper.
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah,
A happy
yeah.
camper. Man,
Uh,
that's like just the most some cheesy happy-go-lucky people.
that, that's like when someone's angry at you and you tell them to calm down. It's like, yeah, that's gonna work. Tell them to calm down. That's gonna piss them even more off. It's like a reverse effect.
Tommy just smashed his head in the side of the wall. He's banging his head on the wall. He's gushing blood everywhere, and he's screaming, "I don't want it anymore. I don't need it. I don't need it.
You need
Calm
to calm
down.
down.
Calm down, Tommy."
Like, he already knows he needs to be calm. He's just choosing not to be. What the fuck? You're just pointing out the obvious.
That guy's
Oh shit, that's funny.
relax. And like I even caught and I've and these are funny, and I've caught myself doing this to people too, like saying relax, whatever. Like everybody's done this type of stuff where you say something like and it's empty and it's annoying or not solely true, and you're just saying it, because you're responding to whatever's happening. It happens, man. Everybody does it. You're in there.
Yeah, it's just the quick little things you can say that it's like, well,
Well, yeah, the whole problem though is if you're silent and you don't say anything at all, then you look more like a dick. Then you look worse because you're showing that you absolutely don't care at all, and you're not even putting in the effort to say something. I think that's more penalizing than saying something, even if it's not solely like true or false or whatever. Oh, that's just me.
I'll
That's like
say this.
Bump into somebody like you say,
One
"Oh,
phrase I
sorry,
use quite
sorry."
a bit is "it could be worse." That's always a phrase I use because that's just the way
yeah,
I
but
always think about
that,
it.
Oh, I know.
that
That's like a trigger for some people when you say that. Just gets people fired up, man. Crazy.
I say that a lot. Like, yeah, it could be lower. It could be worse.
That's true
Yeah.
though. It could be worse. You could have
Yeah.
a pack of elephants just stomping on you, or a dog ripping your nutsack off. Like
Jesus Christ, these are like extremes. Oh my god.
Jesus, what did the
It's true. I
elephants break out of the zoo or something around
mean, yeah,
here?
that's a
Something I'm
stampede.
not fond of.
Oh,
Stomping
that
on you.
sucks. It's like
Just in a
Jumanji.
drive, you're just in a driveway doing something with your car, and next thing you know, you see a fucking herd of elephants just come fucking running at you.
Oh,
You're like,
God.
well, it could be worse. It
It can
could be
always be worse. It
wolves.
really can. It's not the best thing to say in every situation, but it's a true statement. It can be worse.
I guess in a simple situation that seems difficult, it works. Not in a yeah, all right. I'm not thinking about dogs chewing my testicles off, though. That's not something that's popping in my head. I don't that just popped in your head, which is scary. I don't know if that's something you fear,
Well,
but
there's a lot of scary things about me that I don't think you don't want to get into anymore. Uh, but yeah, it's just it's just different situations. We're not always gonna be adapting to things quickly 100%. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, and that's like a lot of problems with people. Say everybody wants like everything at all times has to go exactly the way I want it to, and I want everybody to say exactly what I want to hear. Like it's never going to happen. You're better you're more likely to have a dog rip your nutsack off than have that happen. I'm sorry to say, buddy. You might as well go put in an application to become a mailman because you got that dog's having nuts for breakfast on your paper route, buddy.
oh
Ah,
god.
But
I,
seriously
I,
though, like people want everything. It's like, come on, come on.
I, I see myself doing this a lot. Is like when you put something on trailers and you strap it down. So I strap it down. I always catch myself slapping it and going, "That ain't going anywhere." Like, and
I
then I
love
cringe
saying
about it.
that.
I'm just like, God, why did
I
I say
lo-
that?
no, dude. I love saying
But it's
that.
like a
I am
typical like guy thing to do. Like it just like you got a woman next to you or something. You're like, yep, I got this in there. I got this bad boy in there. Good. It ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere.
that ain't going nowhere.
That's
And
a guy
then
thing
you
that
slap it.
went nowhere.
That's fantastic.
Anywhere.
Oh.
That bad
Yeah.
boy ain't going nowhere. I love saying that. I say that all the time. I'm gonna keep saying it as long as I live. Yep,
or like or like or
going
like getting
nowhere.
up or getting down from things. You see how old you're getting by like how you're getting up and down on things. You kind of grunt getting up. You're like, all right.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love making noises when I stretch too, just like a just one of my
When you make the brute noise from Halo.
Yeah, make like a brute or a bleat noise. That's just something. I just do that all the time. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel powerful. So just something little weird idiosyncrasy that
I
I have.
do after
Hey,
like
dude.
breaks at work, I'm in my chair, I'll just get up and be like, all right, back to it. And just smack the chair down. And I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, yeah.
That's your
I
little
do that too.
idiosyncrasy. These are little tiny things about you that like not everybody's gonna like recognize right away until you talk about it or if someone sees
Thing is
it over.
though, I don't even think about this shit when I'm saying it. It just comes out.
Yeah,
I'm not planning it.
yeah.
It's
Right.
awesome. It's your subconscious, man. It's amazing. Well, let's get back to it. I catch myself a lot. I don't know why I started doing this, but I rub my hands a lot now when I'm getting ready to do so. I'm just like it's a weird little motivational like tick. Maybe I got some kind of like weird disorder or whatever, like a hand rubbing disorder. No, but it's just something that I just find myself doing now. Just rubbing my hands and I'm about to go to work or do like a long task. It's just like, all right, let's get to it.
My
Yeah,
my boss does that a lot. My boss does that a lot.
I think it's like a superiority thing because like people that are in higher positions tend to like, yeah, they get like, yeah, all right, let's go. Like they've never been in the shit
oh,
before and now they're in it. Like it's just
yeah.
like it's weird. Like it's a common thing. I don't know because I know a lot of people that are like managers and stuff that do it. It's hilarious.
Sure. I wouldn't say a superior. I mean, maybe a lot of people. Maybe it's
Not
common
in
that.
terms of like you feel superior to others, but it's like
No,
your
no, no. Yeah, I
position
know
is higher up, but now you're working with
right,
the people that are lower than you. So you're like, all right, I'm coming
right.
in to assist.
I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But I don't think it's just those people that do that because I'm not in like any kind of superiority position right now or anything. But I think that people that's just they're motivated, so they're energized and they're doing these
Mhm.
things because their mind is focused and they're just like they're doing that as a just kind of a little preparation and motivational type of I don't know, just something I think that they're doing that for. But I
A
mean, you
good
might
deal.
be honest, people in those positions might be just be more motivated because they're in them. That's how they got there, right? I mean, not all of them, but some people just wind up just getting in those positions. You know, they stab someone.
Whoa, that took a
Alright.
left turn story real
Alright.
quick. Yeah, and then
Is
they
that how
just
you
go
get
and
into
stab him. You're just like, what?
Stab them, you know,
is
and then
that how
they
you get into a position of power? You just stab your boss? Like, alright, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's like, what is this medieval times where you have to go kill the king to become a fucking king?
That's yeah, that's a pretty big gamble today. Like, you could kill your boss, but that doesn't mean they're gonna pick you to be next.
Not these days, no. Back then, you kill the king, and then you're like, I'm king now. Everyone's like, all right, okay.
Yeah, they
I
see
know.
you as like you got the balls, but now it's like, what the fuck you doing, you lunatic?
Or they run in panic because they just saw someone just get stabbed.
Yeah, come on, man. We like that boss, man. You're the guy. How are you gonna become a boss? You're the one that drinks booze at work. Man, fuck you.
It sounds,
You're the one.
sounds like a good time.
And driving a forklift and crash it into shit. It's fun. What a
No,
blast.
that's how I'd like to spend my Saturdays. Not everybody knows this, but driving around drunk on a forklift inside a big warehouse. Just are you kidding me? It's amazing.
Yeah, weird. That actually does sound
I'd
fun.
put my seatbelt
Actually,
on. I'd put the seatbelt on as I'm driving the forklift with a bottle of booze in my hand, and I'd be like, "This ain't going nowhere. This thing ain't going nowhere."
Oh, the forklift is gonna win every time. That's just the
Yeah,
thing.
those things are
yeah.
scary. Forklifts, man. I remember this guy named Jose I used to work with at a previous job. This is when I was working at the appliance warehouse. He was like, don't put your feet underneath there. Don't let your feet ran over by a forklift. He's like, it'll squeeze all the fat out of your feet. Dude, there's gonna be more than fat coming out of my feet. I'm like, my foot is gonna dissolve and everything's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
shatter.
it's gonna flatten it. It's gonna pancake it. It's gonna be bloody and gross. But he specifically just said, "All the fat's gonna get squeezed out." I'm like, well, yeah, everything's gonna get squeezed out. It's gonna look disgusting. It's gonna look like it's gonna look terrible, sick. But
It's
that was just something funny. Them forklift guys, man, you gotta watch out for them too. They're always like falling asleep on them and stuff too, and dropping things. And
I can say I've never done that
yeah,
when I was driving.
are you forklift certified?
I am, yes.
Oh man,
I used
I,
to, you know what
I
the thing is?
was.
It used to be such a blast. Like they're so fun. They really are.
the joys of driving when I'm not certified.
Ooh, Andrew.
Yeah,
Naughty.
he wants to drive drunk.
Go
What a
get
fuck.
certified.
I'm telling mom.
Don't tell her, please. I honestly, I would love to try driving a forklift. Rob, when we were working at the appliance place, I wanted to try one and
Yeah,
drop
they
something
had
on.
the thing with that place is like they just had so much room. You can just kind of scoot around with it, and it's fun.
I don't want to say the name of the place. Just, I mean, it'd probably be fine saying it, but
When I was working at the bakery place, and
that's what we're gonna call everything the
the
place.
place, yeah. And so I was
The
working
bread
there.
making
Yeah,
place.
that's where I would drive the forklift, and it was like everything was like an obstacle course. So it was kind of fun. It was just like, oh, I gotta get around this. I gotta fucking scoot around here, and they had
Yeah,
like they had like 3 different forklifts there. They had the stand-up ones, which are just they're okay, but they're like, oh, come on. And then you had the fucking sit down, like the sit down ones that are really nice. They're comfortable, and it's like, all right, I can scoot around, but you're sitting like at its side, so you have to fucking look like straight forward at a side, so your neck's always turned and it hurts. But then they had the little shit pisser ones where you can stand on them, and it's like a little fucking like pallet jack type of one, but it's motorized. Those ones you just bring the little garbage cans over and dump them, and
did you ever work with anybody who was drinking on the job? Like any drunk
no,
people?
not that I know of. I mean, I personally have done something stupid on them where I was in the freezer stacking these pallets of product, and they had like 3 shelves. And keep in mind, these pallets are tall as fuck. So the 3 shelves one of the shelves goes all the way up to the ceiling, and I'm surprised that the forks go all the way up there, but it did. And I was putting them up there, and then it just tipped, and I was like, "Oh fuck, shit!" It just tipped everywhere, and it was just a mess in a freezer too, by the way, which is like negative 10 degrees in there. It's cold as shit, and I gotta go clean this up. Everybody's laughing at me like, "Man, you fucking suck." Like, come on, man, shit, just help me out, bitch. Let's go. Oh, it's fantastic. Good times. Good times.
I work in construction, and some guy was in like in one forklift, and he comes back out with just a fucking small bottle of Captain Morgan. And he just took like a couple of swigs of that, and we're like, we're trusting this dude to drive a forklift? Really?
He's driving by carrying like half a ton of supplies and stuff. And he's like, like a bottle of Jack in his hand.
And then the other guy was like, don't worry, he's better when he's a little tipsy. Like that don't what? How's he better?
It's like they're just accepting it.
Yeah, no, that just you can't trust anybody around that joint. They're all
fucking hilarious. The guy pulls he's just doing it openly, like, yep, all right, Captain.
Yeah, like he did not give 2 flying fucks. That he just walks out with a bottle of it, and then he puts it right in his pocket and just goes on with his day. And I'm sitting there like concerned, like we're trusting a heavy machinery, driven machinery to a drunk. Really?
Oh shit, that's funny.
No way to go through life. So.
That was such a weird place to be. Oh, I'm so happy I was done with that place.
Man, yeah, I know you worked BS jobs, Tony. These bull crap jobs.
That's the fun part, though. You get like really good stories out of some of these places, though. You get some interesting stories.
It really is true. It makes you who you are today too, and then you have all these interesting things to tell people.
There's like that one guy that like me and Andrew worked at that one job, the wiring and
next level. Yeah,
we were working there.
Yeah,
and
that
dude.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about that guy. That guy's a prick, man.
Yeah, that guy. He like when me and him went to a job in Wisconsin, and like I don't know the guy. The guy didn't want to talk to me at all. He just kept to himself the whole entire night. And then I would go into the hotel room, and it was
He's
grossest
in
hotel room I've
there.
ever been in. He's all naked. No, he was staying in the truck after the night and drank like a whole case of beer in one setting. Like I can understand like maybe a couple nights, like 6 cans or 4 cans, however that guy drinks. It's like whatever. But I'm talking 12 cans of fucking beer in one setting in his car by himself. I'm like, you
Jesus.
must be either the loneliest guy in the fucking world, or you're trying to kill yourself.
That
And
dude, that guy is the opposite of the kind of person I want to become. That dude, Jeff, man, he motivated me pretty good to get out of that job when I was working
same
that
here.
for the 6 months. That was one of the crappiest jobs I
Was
ever
he just
worked.
miserable? Is that why he's just drinking
I
this
don't know.
fucking?
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know. He didn't drink. I didn't have to go out of state with that guy or anything, or stay in any hotels with him. Thank God. Oh, that
Lucky
he was my
bastard.
least favorite. Yeah, definitely. I feel bad for you, but yeah. So he would like.
Hmm?
And he was a terrible teacher, a terrible person, very lazy, um, just just such a crummy person, just all around. He sucked. But he's trying to teach me how to put this like what would you even call it? Insulator piece in this little electrical kind of box where the camera would connect to, where the wires went through. And he I didn't put one in there or whatever. I just kind of I wasn't thinking. I was just like cruising because there was tons of these things installed like around this whole like garden area at a Walmart down in the cities. And I was installing the little things or whatever. I missed a couple, and he just like got super mad, and he just like started giving me like this like kind of like cold shoulder thing, like ignoring me and stuff. And like he was just saying stupid shit. And then he was telling other people that I was messing up and stuff. Like, yeah, I can't believe this kid. He can't. I can't believe he made a mistake. Like he was trying to make jokes and stuff, and like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like that time though with the paint can, Tony. Like you even heard
Yeah.
about that. You heard about
Yeah.
that from them. They were talking about that. He was acting like I didn't know how to open up a paint can. I was looking for something to open it with, and I'm like, "Do you have anything to open this paint can with?" And he was like, "You don't know how to open up a paint can?" And I'm like, "No, I do know how to open a paint can." I said, "I just don't have anything to open it up with." And he's like, "You gotta get yourself a screwdriver, man." And I'm like, "Let's go. I see you got one there, buddy. Hand it down, bitch." But yeah,
Like
that guy
this
sucked.
you could have had it open by the time the guy kept his mouth talking too. Like you could have had it open up and ready if he just went, "Oh yeah, here's a flathead for you, just to pop it open."
Yeah,
Something.
exactly.
Yeah,
He just had to be a
people.
dick.
Yeah, and then he goes and
Yeah,
spreads it like a
gotta
high school kid. He goes around and spreads the rumor like a high school kid, and then the people I was working with at the
telling all
time
these
was
other
telling all.
neckbeards and stuff, like,
Yeah,
spreading it like a yeah, like, just like a high school person, like you said. That was just sad. It just showed me what kind of people I was working with, and I'm like, "Wow, man." I'm like, I've only been working for, like, 2 months, and it's like I mean, I get it, you gotta haze new people, whatever, and, give them crap and be funny
You
or whatever,
don't have to though. It's not a
no,
rite of passage.
no,
well,
that's like a part of it though, like, you just, like, tease it or make jokes and stuff, but this wasn't even like that. He was just, like, talking crap. He was just saying, like, talking smack because he was bored, but I'm trying to
I,
remember the stuff he did. It was
I
just really stupid.
remember I remember getting crap for like I almost got fired too for being on my phone all the time. And that was
Yeah, yeah,
because we were working 12-hour shifts. We were working 12-hour
I think
shifts,
almost get fired,
and
but
like we had a conveyor, like the God, what are they called again? Those escalators that brought you up
the
and
scissor
down that
lift,
you rode.
the
Yeah,
lifts.
the lifts, and I would have to stand under it, make sure that people weren't around. But they were lacking to teach me how to do the job. They didn't teach me to do anything. I was just the gopher. Like, go get these tools out of the truck and then
Yeah,
bring it back in when they needed it, stuff like that. And I'm like, and then I would just remember the phone call. It calls me up and says, "Yeah, I heard you've been on your phone a lot, and that's an issue because we want you to be
transcript, bitch.
learning
Looking
and
at other
working."
jobs.
And yeah, I was just like, well, they they don't teach me anything. They don't tell me anything about how to do the job. So how are you going to fire me? Fire me for not knowing what to do, because they clearly lack the skills on teaching. They just want to do it so they can go home, and that's fine. I get it, but if they have to train in a new guy, they're gonna have to take a couple extra few minutes to show them the ropes. They're not, and I was like, I'm done. These guys are just gonna be assholes. I'm out.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they were. But yeah, those guys sucked, man. I'm glad I'm out of that job.
No,
All,
so
all them dudes. Oh, I gotta tell this story though. I don't think you met him though. I told Rob about this, Tony, the guy with the long brown hair, kind of scruffy beard. He's always talking about fishing and stuff. He was kind of cool. Not really. He's kind of a prick too. But he got his hair caught in a drill, and like he was putting screws in this rack or whatever up on the wall to hold something, and his hair went in it, and the drill was hanging from his hair, and he was swinging it around. He's like, "I got my hair!" He's like, "Ah!" And he had to cut it off. He was so like, it was funny to see 'cause his hair was so long. It was like halfway down to his ass, and it was just so satisfying and funny. And me and this other new kid were just like laughing so hard. I'm like, finally, I'm like, some justice around here. Like, get that mess.
uh,
Thank you, Drill.
that's
He was fine. He just had to cut that hair off that got caught in there, and then he had to take it a little bit. It was just so funny. Oh man.
spinning it around like a panic game. Like, what do I do?
Yeah, that dude was super weird too. He would like when people would ask him where he went fishing because he'd have all these pictures of these big fish or whatever, and he'd always be talking like, "Yeah, I just caught a 70-inch walleye or whatever." He would always be saying something like that.
That'd be a long ass walleye.
I just caught Bigfoot with a butterfly net. No, but he always had these big fish. And like people be like all the other guys, he'd be like, "Yeah, where do you go, man? You gotta show us your spot. Where is it? Where is it?" And he's just like, he's like, no, man, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it.
He can't handle a fucking
Couldn't handle
drill.
Yeah,
Secret,
exactly.
secretly, he photoshops like big fish and puts it right in front of him on a picture.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. These people we were working with, Tony, they were just some weird.
Oh yeah, that
Weird
story's way too goddamn good.
You couldn't handle it, man. You couldn't handle it. But he was so like secretive about it, like elusive. He didn't want anybody to know. He's like, "This is a secret place. Only me and 2 other people know about it. Nobody else knows, man."
Like, I guarantee you name the lake, I'll be like, I fish there.
Probably like Lake Dipster or something, I assume.
Lake Elmo.
But yeah, fishing should be good this summer, boys.
I'm hoping.
Should be a good fishing. Good old fishing.
Well, I got the kayak.
Kayak,
get
you gotta
that
go on
thing.
it.
I'm gonna at least get 2 poles going. You can set them in the rod holders and get them going.
Hopefully, we're talking about fishing poles still. Fishing.
What an asshole!
What color is your kayak though? Is it
Blue. It's like a mix though. There's blue and then there's it's kind of like a streaky color. I don't know how to explain it, but
like a pallet?
it's very nice. Yeah, it's a very nice kayak. Good 10-footer, comfortable to ride in. It's gonna be a good summer. I can't wait. I'm gonna get to go scurry around in the lily pads and hang out with the fish.
Yeah, that's the best part, man. Honestly,
How much did that run you?
Honestly, in total, because I also bought a new life vest, it costed me $626 for everything.
Ain't terrible.
No, not at all. Again, I got a life vest, a paddle, and then I got obviously the kayak, and then I got some plugs for these drainage holes in there for water and stuff to keep the water out of the kayak. But stupid. It was perfect. But yeah, the stories they're telling me over here at this place was just like, yeah, people are coming in buying 5 to 10 in kayaks at a time, and then there's
I
all
got
the
looked at my
liquid.
Xbox, but it was like sold. Like I had to be like on a beat at least one computer that would buy all the Xboxes. Like, yes, I got
God
one.
damn.
Like, oh my god! Like right when 7 hit, and just never press. It's like pressing A on a controller really fast. Like,
Yeah, I haven't
on.
like yeah, I haven't even seen any.
yeah, it's all
Controller.
sold out
Consoles in.
right away. They get new
Why
shit
aren't
and
they?
it's sold.
Are they not mass producing these things, or what? Are they just doing limited time BS, or what are they? Like, are they
Oh,
just
they're
trying?
trying.
Oh man, the limited stock, man. You guys gotta get this quick.
Why?
Quick, get in here.
Like when they released
Yeah, probably.
it, that's when it was like they did a limited amount because they can only put out a limited amount at the time.
They probably could have postponed the titles. Weren't that great either. I mean, really, Punk, the disaster that game is. Like, come
Not
on,
a disaster.
let's.
All
Oh
depend.
yeah, the
All
glitches are amazing.
game crashing glitches at all. I still enjoy the game. I was
You don't. Do you have
super.
any just smashing into you?
I had one. It's like just randomly the car was driving, and then like it was about. And then I was like,
All I know is the ones that love us will miss
Yeah, and it
us.
was all
Like, jeez.
wholesome and like deep and whatever. It's like wow. It's
my
like I know
sister
that.
died. I don't blame him.
Oh dang, I actually didn't know that.
Well, he
Yeah,
had a lot of. I think his the girlfriend he was with too passed away right
Yep.
after like their kid died. It was
Dang,
Jesus
he's like-
Christ.
Yeah,
That guy
he-
went through hell.
Yeah.
he's super desensitized.
That's why he's
now.
really like zen
The
now.
terms.
Like you can even see it in the new Bill and Ted movie. Like he wasn't as like fired up in the movie. He was more zen and calm. Like man, I missed when Keanu Reeves was just like huge. Like no, he is huge, but I'm saying like
Oh,
he
he's
was
cute. Like you missed Keanu Reeves when he was cute.
no. He was more
I
like
certainly do.
I don't know how to say it, like he's more wild. He seemed.
Oh, more
Especially in like
energetic.
Matrix and stuff. Yeah, energetic. Now he's just really calm and zen and
He's
he's
all.
like that. Nothing wrong with that at all, but
I
you
don't.
can tell.
What does Zen mean? Because I don't. I'm trying to. You keep saying it. I don't even know what Zen means.
Like you're calmed with yourself, where you accept yourself of who you are.
Oh no, Zen. So Zen is The definition of slang. Okay, you're right. Feeling peaceful and relaxed. 'Cause I've like never heard like that used that like that before. In the way you said it, I thought Zen was like a state where you're um kind of in a meditation trance. I don't know what the heck I'm saying.
Well,
But
it's
that's
more
good.
just overall peacefulness in your life. You're not
I need some
allowing
more Zen.
yourself to feel negative,
I need some more
Mhm.
Zen in my life.
Yeah.
I like Buddhist philosophy and all that. It's good stuff. That's like good.
All
I'd share a
right.
beer with Keanu Reeves. That'd be cool.
Heck
That'd be a
yeah,
cool
he'd
guy to
be
meet.
really fun. He'd be really fun to talk to. Hopefully one day I can get him on here. That would be
That
so
would be
cool.
nice.
I don't know
It's all
how
about
often he does like interviews though. Like I think
he
he's
doesn't.
pretty closeted. I mean, besides Tonight shows, which don't even count because the hosts for the most part suck.
That's
But
true.
Yeah. Nowadays they do. Back, back in the early 2000s and 90s, they were the rage. They were like the thing to go to. You knew you were like successful when you got onto a Tonight Show.
yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, if he was on like Johnny Carson or fucking like Howard Stern back in the day when they'd
Jay
bring in
Leno.
naked women and Keanu Reeves would be like, "Oh, hey, wait a minute," make him feel uncomfortable. That's the goal.
No, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, make him feel uncomfortable. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Keanu, I brought in 3 porn stars for you. What do you think?
I don't think you want to do that, Rob, because remember he's John Wick, so he's
So
gonna
what? We're
kill
not killing his dog. We're just offering him pussy. I mean, come on.
We're not
We're giving
killing
him a positive. He could say no. He's got the right.
Until some dumbass like Rob tries to push him into it. Come on, man, just one girl.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Come
just
on.
fucking
He's like,
one.
oh,
No.
they're asking me if I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm back. What? Are you gonna fuck her then, or is that what we're
Yeah,
gonna get here?
yeah, I think I'm back. That was a really cool line. Like that was like, oh, you should be scared of him now. If you weren't scared of him before that part, you should be scared of him now.
I like the John Wick movie, the first.
It's
I didn't.
that's like that part when he says that is along the lines of when Walter White says, "I'm the one who knocks. I am the danger." It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Like you just don't expect it because these characters are just like they're by themselves for the most part. They're just like they feel that pride and that confidence in themselves. They're just like, oh, I can do this. That's what John Wick is.
well, he didn't want to come back. He was like forced to come back. Like he didn't want to. He just wanted revenge.
But the
That's
minute he
it.
said, "Yeah, I think I'm back,"
Dog.
it's like, uh-oh. You knew what to expect.
Early. I don't hope the fourth one is the last one. But I would love to see him take down like the corporation part. If you ever seen the third one, you'll see like the corporation that comes out of hiding, and then he goes and like sees it. Well, spoilers, I guess, everybody. And
Spoilers.
if you haven't seen the movie, but yeah,
I
and then
haven't seen it. You're spoiling it.
spoiling it. Like you get to see him, you don't see him take him down, but like the fourth one, I'm really hoping that you get to see him like at least take down some people. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I still gotta see the second one. I want to watch it now. I want to watch Breaking Bad over again because
Can
that
he
show's
take
amazing.
down
I want
Vin
to watch.
Diesel already, please? Thank you.
Oh no.
I don't like
What?
the Fast and the Furious shit like that with him.
I don't even.
Specifically Vin Diesel. He ruins the movie for me. I can't
Really?
stand him. Oh my god.
Oh,
It's just
I like Vin
he's the
Diesel.
same guy every movie. He's like, yeah, it's me. Bald.
It's
Like,
family.
like, come on, man. At least like Tyrese is funny as hell. And, and you got Ludacris in
Ludacris
there
always comes
who's
back at
ridiculous.
Tyrese.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. Like that's cool. I
Those
mean, same with The Rock too. They can get rid of him too in the movie.
well, I think
Diesel
that's what
looks
made the movie bad is when
like a
The
bum.
Rock joined into the movie. It's like now they're going into like back then movies where they had to get like the biggest muscliest actors into a movie to make it
Yeah,
look
they had
cooler
to
than it
go out
really
and
is.
they had to hire Dwayne the Cock Johnson to come in there and
I mean,
do this
The Rock
movie.
he did a good job though. Like his character in the fifth one anyway, I felt like he did the best in. And then the sixth one was kind of cheesy in my opinion.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, he felt. I mean, he's got some movies that are okay. I'm not gonna say that he's like the worst, but it's just in that film alone, like the action stars they put in there, like him and Jason Statham, is like, all right, you're overdoing it. You just
Yeah, they tried to do an off thing of what was it, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
Everybody didn't want that movie or a lot of people didn't want that movie to come out. Even the actors, even Tyrese Gibson and Vin Diesel didn't want that movie to happen.
They should have stopped at, I think, Fast 7. That should have probably been it. You know, if you want to do prequels, that's fine. You know, if you want to go way back, that's fine. But Fast 7 was a great movie. I liked it. I enjoyed every minute of it. Obviously, Paul Walker. We all know that that's tough, but that's what made the movie. And then you get Fast 8 or whatever, and just the CGI shit was just horrible. It was just bad.
Some of the stuff was like super unrealistic.
Yeah, they're driving on like, what is it, like a frozen freaking like land. It's just all tundra, and it's like, come on. And there's a submarine popping up, like, oh yeah, we're gonna catch it. It's like, come on. It's like watching Sharknado. Like, you just know what to expect. It's just not good.
There's a part in that film too where like him and Jason Statham were fighting on top of like a parking ramp area, and the thing was like falling down. He like gets into his Charger, has like a belt full of grenades, tries to drive off of the ramp part that like broke down over to throw it at a helicopter. I'm like, and just like knowing realism, I know it's just Hollywood, but like realism, that car would have been like up for a couple seconds and then just nosedive straight down. You wouldn't have any time to throw it right up to the helicopter or anything. Like,
it's just these unrealistic human feats that they're trying to show. It's just, come on, man. You guys just like racing cars on the streets like a bunch of freaking weirdos that live on University Avenue in St. Paul. Come on. That's what it is.
So specific.
My favorite one's the second one though. I love the Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson duo in that movie. That was cool.
Yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious was good. I didn't mind Tokyo Drift either. I liked that movie.
A lot of people hated that movie at first, and then
I don't know. I like the song. I wonder if you know. Do you live in Tokyo? It's funny as shit. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff.
My favorite is like when Little Bow Wow gives the character like a big box of Kleenexes, and he goes, "What's this for?" Or he looks like he's gonna say that, and he's like, "When you blow your load, man."
It's funny,
you
man.
See a whole bunch of hot Asian women everywhere.
Yeah, it's good. Tokyo Drift was awesome. I liked it. It was a good movie. Too Fast, Too Furious is probably the best. I
like that movie.
Fast 7 is number 2, I'd say. Yeah, that comes in close, but yeah, they're all pretty good up to that point. After that, it's just like, rut roll.
I like the fifth one too. The fifth one was pretty good, just because they were trying to take down a guy that owns like Brazil pretty much, and they took all of his money pretty much.
They're good movies, man. Andrew doesn't know; he's never watched them, but
what?
He's never watched these movies.
No, I've only seen the first couple.
Oh man!
Unfortunately, I've only viewed the first few of the movies from the series.
I still remember when the fourth one was out in theaters. That was a while ago. I remember seeing that.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Just kill the conversation.
What a shift!
You guys keep talking about that. I just thought that'd be kind of funny. I don't have any input on. I haven't seen the movies like I just said.
What's the weirdest thing I've ever eaten? I'm gonna need a minute to think about that.
I guess I got
popcorn. It was this nasty popcorn in the movie theaters when I was watching the Fast and the Furious.
Hey, the popcorn at the movies.
Raw
Okay.
hamburger. That's probably the weirdest
You
thing
eat
I've ever had.
raw? Oh, what was that? You told me about that. Where were you eating raw hamburger?
What was cured? I think. I mean, it was fine to eat. It was just like my mother offered it. She's like, "Oh, you gotta try it on a cracker," and I was like,
It's called mush.
Oh
I
yeah.
tried it like, oh god damn, this is not good. This just tastes weird. Like it just because you have to do something to make it safe. So the taste is gonna change at some point. You can taste like I don't know. Cooked hamburger, it just has a different flavor to it. I don't know. There's just something about it. It just changes, and then when it's raw, it's weird. It's fuck.
I think it's a point of like knowing that raw hamburger can kill you, and then cooked hamburger can't kill you
Mhm.
unless you eat a lot of it. But I think that's like the satisfaction of it, knowing it's safe to eat. That's why you like it more. That's just my
Exactly.
thought.
Fair enough. I can't say I've ever eaten raw hamburger before. I don't know what that sensation is. What that feels
Well, you've
like.
eaten some weird seafood though. I know that.
Rob, I ate a scorpion.
Well, that's
I
not
ate a
seafood, but yeah, okay.
I
I guess
know,
mine.
but I ate some weird seafood, ate a baby octopus and some other questionable things, but I ate a scorpion. I don't know if you guys can top that.
At Jimmy John's, when you go and
Oh boy.
slice turkey,
Someone's finger came up and you tried it. Oh no.
cannibal. No, the turkey is like in the bag and has like juices to keep it from like rotting
Oh,
or being gross when you ship
preservatives
it out. Yeah, the
too.
preservative stuff. And my first boss or my first manager that was working at the time put it in a small little cup and said, "Hey, I'll give you $10 to drink this." It was really salty and it was super
Oh
gross.
no.
I'm
Oh no.
never drinking that again. Like I was like about to
That
throw
is
up.
horrible.
It's liquid fucking like turkey juice, man. It's fucking
Liquid turkey
sick.
juice.
Liquid ass is what it is.
Oh my
It
god.
was,
Oh, yikes.
Sick, man.
never again. Never again. I always try to get the new people to drink it. I try to peer pressure them into doing it.
You try to get them to drink it. Hey, come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah.
Give it a
Because
shot.
I'm just
Give it a
that big.
shot.
Just because I'm an asshole like that, I'm just like, hey, take a sip.
No
I dare
kidding.
you. I dare you. Like, I think we had like we had like two new people try it. I think we got two people to do it, and they were like hating me for the rest of the shift. No regrets. That was fucking funny. I had
Oh,
a good laugh because I know their
That
pain. I'm
is,
like, yep, I went through that.
you have reached levels of evil that no one else has gone to. I don't think anyone's reached that. That's impressive. Disgusting. Gosh, disgusting.
fucked up, man. That is kind of really fucked up because it's like
That's the
you're taking the
initiation.
bag off of the turkey and then you're just dripping it into a fucking cup and they gotta drink it
Oh.
sick. So gross. And you just imagine like the salt in it, like it's just
It was like the salt was really overwhelming. It took like it felt like it was like drinking like if you took like just salt itself and poured it into a cup and chugged it. It's like,
oh god. Oh. It's like
That's how I like to start my mornings off. Right there. Big cup
I
of
want my sodium intake right away.
big
I
cup
want my
of
year's
liquid
full
ass,
supply
please.
of sodium.
Sick, man.
That's amazing though. It's hilarious. No, when I go and get a fucking Italian nightclub, I know somebody in the back's drinking turkeys
Drinking the
juice.
juices from it, getting all nutrition from it.
You have to drink it before drink. All right, you're gonna have to take the shot before you eat the sandwich because it's not gonna taste good unless you drink this.
Yeah, you can't work at Jimmy John's until you take the swig, man. You gotta do it.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do to the new people. I'm like, all right, this is initiation.
Oh god damn it.
You're in.
That sucks.
Uh,
You're in, and then you're gonna be out. You're gonna be out in the hospital.
Probably. That's got to be bad for you.
I can't imagine it's good for you.
It's not good for you, but like I don't give them a lot. I give them like just a small, very small amount.
Just a smidget of turkey juice.
Just a small amount for them to drink
squirt. Just a squirt.
Is it like the little sauce, like the little cups for like the sauces you might get? Is that what it is? Like a little tiny thing? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like that cup, but like half of it I would fill up. Like not a lot. Just enough for them to taste it and just enough for them to hate themselves for it.
That's just gross. Oh god damn it.
But the other people that I kept telling them to try it, they said no, I don't want to try it. That looks gross as hell. Then I'm like, all right, that's fine. Damn it.
You guys ever get any do you guys ever get any prank calls or anything there? Like, did you get any weirdos calling in there? You got any weird customer stories?
Yeah, we got like two girls. We have like these two young ass females. You can tell, and they're trying to do that thing where they call from like both of their phones and then connect it to each other, so it sounds like I'm calling the other person. And they were fucking retarded about it. That they called the store twice, so it'd be like me on one phone and then my other coworker on the other phone, and then I could hear them both ways, and I'm like, I know what the fuck they're doing, and then I would hang up, and then they would call again. And then, like, if no other customers in the store, I would scream just as top of my lungs right into the phone. They never call back after that.
Hey man, I wouldn't fuck with these guys at Jimmy John's, man. They're drinking turkey juice, man.
Yeah,
these guys are legit.
They're all sprung out on turkey juice and preservatives.
These guys are tough badasses, man.
Mess with them turkey boys, man. Turkey boys will get you.
we had a couple death threats on us. That was funny.
Oh,
seriously?
Yeah, it was over an address too.
Oh,
like,
no.
The drivers, like so like this guy puts in the address that is very similar to another street, kind of similar to it, and I go to the guy's door, give him the food. The guy looks like a fucking rapist. I swear to God, this guy looked like he had children in his basement ready to go, like begging to leave. The guy just like, he opens the door like a serial killer, like half of his face, and then just a creepy hand comes out of nowhere, grabs the bag, shuts the door. And I'm like, all right, whatever. That's fucking weird. And then he calls me back and goes, hey, that was the wrong address. Can you go back to that same house and go grab it? I'm like, go back to the serial killer's house? That's how people end up missing. and then I go to the guy's door, and then he's like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need that back. And then he's like, and then the guy goes, well, sorry, man, I ate like half of it already. And then I'm like, and then I call the boss again, go back to my car, call the boss again. And my boss goes, all right, if he doesn't give it back to you, we're going to call the cops. I'm like, well, this is kind of too much for a sandwich, you know, kind of dumb. This is not worth a phone call to the police for. Like, I get it's kind of stealing in a way, but it's a sandwich. I mean, in any case, we just fed someone, you know, whatever.
It's not like the biggest deal
end of the world.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
you can't feed him.
Tons. Yeah, and of course, my manager is one of those, like, he's not a manager anymore, but like at the time he was like one of those prick managers, man. But I go back to the guy's door, and he answers, and he's more aggressive this time. Like, what? I'm like, I'm like, apparently if I don't get it back, we're gonna have to call the cops on you. And then he grabs the bag, gives it back to me, and it's still, the whole complete sandwich is still in the bag. The receipt's still in the bag, like stapled to the bag, closed. It's like he didn't even touch it at all. He just wanted the sandwich. He wanted the sandwich for free. I'm like, what a prick. And then the guy that ordered the food kept calling us. He called us like maybe 7 times. And then and kept asking where our food is, like every 5 minutes. We're like, give us a minute. We're remaking it. and we're gonna bring it out to you this time. And the guy is like, yeah, if I don't get it back in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna come and kick someone's ass.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, Jesus. And he's like, I'm gonna bring a gun to the store and shoot up everybody. I'm like, all right.
Oh
I'm
my
and
God.
we're like,
What?
it's a sandwich, man. It's someone that protective over their fucking food. Jesus.
All right,
I'm gonna bring a
about the
gun.
sandwiches. This place is going down. You guys, that's crazy that someone actually did that. I hope you guys called the cops on that guy.
No, we didn't. We didn't do jack shit. We wanted to call the guy's
We didn't
bluff.
do shit. We didn't
We
do
wanted to
shit.
call the guy's bluff. We're just like, all right, bring it, bitch.
I'm gonna come to the store. I'm kicking somebody's ass, and I'm bringing a gun, and I'm shooting everybody. What in the world?
Jesus. Oh man.
At that point, it's like, dude, you can have 2 sandwiches and stay home, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, were you pissed off at $10 that you wasted on the food? I mean, we'll
That
void
was,
it, and you
bro.
wouldn't
that
even,
was definitely
like,
some crazy.
He's
hit
fucking
there.
psychotic.
yeah. I didn't get it.
He's gonna kick your ass and he's gonna shoot all your friends and you. He's just gonna kill everyone.
Kick your ass and then let you watch him shoot all your
Oh,
coworkers.
I had a fun time that night. Or like, not even sarcastic. I had a fun blast. I was like, every time I came back from a delivery,
I'm
I
glad
just went
that
to
guy
the
didn't have a fun blast. That'd be scary.
He would have.
Yeah, right. He would have fucking blast.
Sheesh. I'm
Oh.
bringing the
Shut down.
gun. I'm shooting him with him.
That's funny though. It is hilarious though, just to think somebody's
many-
that lunatic over a goddamn sandwich.
This is
I
a
know.
funny topic
I'm
though.
like,
Oh
it was
man.
weird as hell. I don't get it. Like, people that excessive over their food. It's like, was that guy in prison? Is that why? Like, he's that protective of his food? Or is he just a fat fuck? I don't know. I didn't go to the guy's house. I didn't deliver to the guy. We told him to go fuck himself and avoided
maybe
his sandwich. Or like,
maybe
go
he's
eat at Subway.
Maybe he's got one of them sandwich fetishes.
The fuck
the
is that
McChicken.
now? Oh god.
Like the McChicken thing, he just goes and fucks it.
Oh no.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Hope you
Yeah,
like
this is a
extra
funny-
mayo. I wanted to lube up.
Oh no. Oh, it's with extra protein on there for you, Tony.
Oh.
I like
It's
the
a funny
lettuce to
topic,
lick
though.
around the shaft.
Now that we're on these like prank calls and like these little these crazy things that happen at a fast food joint. I remember when I was in high school when I was working at Papa Murphy's, my first job, and this gal, there's a dude that came in first, and he's freaking out over a $2 coupon, and I don't know why. Like, there's this girl I was working with, her name was Jenny, and she was like being super uptight. She was trying to get into a management position there. It's like, good for her, but she was working super hard and trying to like be like a dictator, be bossy or whatever, and kind of just make sure everything's on point and everybody's following rules. And she took this $2 coupon that we give out with every pizza so seriously because it was expired. It was like 2 days expired or whatever, and she's like, yeah, we can't take this. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, they go out with every pizza. It's like, just take the stupid coupon, even like it's a couple days expired. Because like the bosses or whatever, they would like they'd say stuff to us, be like, who accepted this coupon? Because we had to stick them in like a bin or whatever if when we accept them, and they go through them and check them all. It's kind of funny that they did that, but they would check them and find them, and if they found ones that were not valid, they would try to figure out who did it, like investigate stuff. They were that like crazy about it, and it's like, geez. But anyways, the guy comes in and he's pissed off because she wouldn't take the coupon, and I'm sitting there just it's busy. It's a very busy time. This is the evening. It's like probably like 6 o'clock, and the dude just storms out. He's like, this is bullshit. I can't believe this. He turns out after she denied it. Walks out. I look out there. He goes this little rusty, little beat up like Jeep looking car or whatever. And all of a sudden, this like other kind of creature comes crawling out of the car, and then it's his daughter. He sent in his daughter, and she's like, "Why would you take the fucking coupon? I can't believe this." So I'll beat your ass. Like she's going crazy and just screaming at this girl. It's like, I can't believe I'm take this shit. This is bullshit. This place sucks. You guys fucking suck. It's just like swearing up a storm, raising her voice, just screaming. And then I guess the cops ended up being called. The cops were called because she was like threatening. Yeah, she was threatening to beat her ass or whatever. Someone called the cops that we were working with. And then they came and she was just whatever bawling her eyes out and stuff because it was like crazy what just happened. It was like holy crap, everybody's kind of like emotionally distressed because that was nuts. That lady was screaming at the top of her lungs, and they just disappeared. And the cops were like, "Oh, what happened here? What's going on?" It's like nothing now. Nothing's
a
going
little
on.
late to the party.
Yeah, it was kind of
that was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was kind of a stupid thing, but it was just crazy. That was a crazy time. I felt bad too. I was 16 at the time. I felt bad because I didn't like stick up for her or whatever, and like tell the bitch to get out of there. But I was young, and I didn't have the balls to just to tell this chick to get the hell out of here or calling the cops. But that was nutso. That was my nutso experience.
Rob, what you got?
I actually don't have anything.
Come on, man.
I've
You never
never
dealt with any weird people?
I've dealt
Yeah,
with
no,
weird
Oh,
people,
you've
but
dealt with weird people. I know you have. Oh, let's see them Newport folk, the midnight Newport folk.
so well
Newport folks.
Yeah, Newport 100.
well, when I'm working at the gas station, which is one of my first jobs once I moved back up here to the cities, obviously, it's a 24-hour store, so you can just expect hours. And we would always get like the city bus would always stop right in front of the store, which I didn't like, but it's such is life. Nothing I can do about it. And these people would just come off and they would all come into the store. All these people. I'm not going to say who they are, but you can kind of get a glimpse. They all come in the store, and most of them just ask for the same thing. They come in and get cigarettes, and they all want the same kind. It's always Newport 100s. And that was just like, okay, so I grab a pack, I'll tell them the price, and they're like, shit, man, these things are going up. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I mean, Minnesota sucks. I mean, that wasn't really all that exciting. The ones that were like rough was like when we'd have we'd have this motorcycle club. They'd come into town for the car days. And this is a criminal organization. This is not a like a enthusiast club. This is club that like runs drugs and guns and shit, so they do that, but they support local community, so I guess everybody, oh yeah, we love them. But they come into the store, and the older gentlemen in the club would normally like they'll pay for their stuff, but you could see like the young ones like taking Gatorades and shit and just stuffing them in their like leather jackets and shit, like you just but the funny thing is there was like a group of them 20 in this. There was like 20 of them that showed up, and they were all getting gas, whatever. And their boss came in, their leader, president, whatever the fuck. I'm not a fucking bike gang guy, but he came in the store and he bought his stuff, and he was a really nice guy. He was just like, yeah, busy day out here for you guys, man. It's just like, yep, all right, cool. Like, the fuck out of the store. So he walks out, and the minute he gets on his bike and gets his helmet on, everybody that was in the store that was a part of it just like dropped everything and left. Like they dropped shit and like fucking the floor and stuff. They just, oh, we gotta go, and they just dropped shit. Like they didn't pay for nothing. They didn't even take it. They just like a lot of them just left their shit. Like there was a guy getting a hot dog. He just set it down and like walked on. It's like there's nothing they can do. They had to scram. It was weird as shit. I was like, okay, that was fantastic.
What time did you say this was?
This was at like 6:00, and it's a summer night too. It wasn't like dark. It was just like normal. They were all just going back to wherever. But again, they run as a pack. They don't run alone. They all drive together. So as soon as their fucking leader's gone, man, they all hop on their rods and they're out of there. And I was like, all right, cool. You might have just saved a little bit of inventory. But yeah, that was funny.
That is
Shit.
very weird.
We had a drunk guy piss in the in the refrigerators.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was
Dude.
funny. He pissed in the. We had somebody in the bathroom like explode, and there was shit everywhere. There was like poop on the
Oh,
walls,
no.
and I was like, God damn, man, I can't do it. I just said I can't. I'm gonna throw up, man. It's sick.
Jeez.
We actually had to call in like a janitorial crew to come and clean it up. It's like a biohazard, man. Whoever was in there like exploded, dude.
You gotta go in there with a hazmat suit and everything, protective gear.
Trying to think of some other crazy shit. I watched a coworker of mine get into a fist fight with this lady because she called her a whore or something like that. I forgot what it was.
What?
And it was rough. The thing is, like, I felt like I was so out of it. Like, I was just like, oh God, I'm the odd one out. Everybody else is all like ghetto and shit. I'm the one that's normal. And like, yeah, I'm just a normal little white kid. Got much to me. I'm not getting into fights with nobody. I'd probably get my ass kicked. I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna fucking just own up to everything. But yeah, it was just then all the coffee grounds when you gotta bag those up out of the garbage, the fucking bag ripped and all the coffee grounds got all over the floor,
Oh
man.
no.
It's like Andrew's like dream world because I know he probably wants to make like a snow angel in him, but for me it was
That's
just
a waste of
hell.
coffee though, but yeah, I love the smell of it.
It was just as soon as it broke the bag, I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna quit. I don't want to work here anymore.
That's what you decided. You're like, yep.
Yeah, that was it. That wasn't. I still worked that day. I ended up cleaning it up. I found a way to do it, but it was like wet coffee grounds, like wet Folgers fucking coffee grounds. This is not good. Oh man, the gas station stories are horrible. What can I say? That was the most like public job I've had though. Most jobs I've had have been like inside a building where I'm not like next to people. I just got coworkers to worry about, but yeah, gas stations suck. Can I say it's the worst? Like it's the easiest job, but it's also the worst because you don't know what to expect. You get a gun in your face one day, which I've never had. Luckily, nobody's ever like robbed me
I'm sure we can
with a
find
gun.
somebody with a story like that where they getting.
The manager I worked with, the assistant manager, he got a gun pointed at his face and he kept ringing up the transaction. He's like, all right, man, you owe me like $2. He just kept doing it. The guy's got a gun in front of him. He's like, yeah, I'm not giving you money, dude. There's not money in here. And he showed him the fucking till. There was like maybe a couple bucks in there. The guy just took it and left. Maybe got like $7 out of it.
He's just all calm. That's awesome though. He's all calm. Yeah. We gotta get that guy on this.
Well, because he dealt with a lot of shit, man. Like I said, he dealt with the guy that pissed in the cooler in the fridge. He dealt with that guy.
Like he just giving up, man. He just giving up life. Like
that is
just send me home. Fuck it.
You have to keep in mind, I'm working at a gas station here that was next to 6 bars. There's 6 fucking bars, one gas station. We're not right next to a police department, but the police don't think anything's gonna happen near their goddamn building, so they don't give a shit what happens over here. They don't expect people to be that dumb. And yeah, it's just just ridiculous. I can't imagine being like just somebody that gets out of the bar like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the holiday store. I'm gonna piss in their cooler. Like, come on, like, why? It's not a bathroom, you cocksucker. You pissed all over the A&W root beer, man. Some 8-year-old kid's gonna want to drink that. Shit. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't have any like prank calls. Nobody ever called us.
Those are hilarious stories. Holy crap, those are amazing.
I don't know. I'd rather have somebody tell me they want to beat me up over a sandwich, to be honest.
Shoot everybody. Kick your ass and shoot everybody.
Rather than deal with somebody that diarrhea all over my bathroom. I'd
rather take the diarrhea. You don't have to deal with a person or people. Deal with the fucking shit on the walls.
I suppose, yeah, the potential of you possibly getting shot, I guess. Yeah, there is that.
I mean, I wasn't afraid. I was like hoping for it because like I have my carry concealed.
I come in to kick your ass.
I was just like I was just like, fucking bring it, man. I'm ready to go. Come on, I'm hoping.
Tony's been waking up every day praying for a fight. He's been praying.
praying for a fight. Oh,
I know it sounds wrong to like hope for it, but it's like
praying for a fight.
But like when someone threats me, I'm like, I'm gonna call out your bullshit right here, right now. All right, bring it, motherfucker. And then 90% of the time, they always bitch out. When you aren't afraid, they usually back out.
You just got to get that one time where somebody's like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it," and he comes out.
Yeah.
He's beating you. He's fucking. You guys are fighting over a turkey club. Like,
Yeah.
shit. Fuck.
I said extra mayo. It jumps over the counter to come fucking beat your face in. I said
extra mayo, mother.
That's fantastic.
For Rob, I said strawberry slushy. Fucking throws it at you. It jumps over the.
Yeah, you never know what people are willing to do. They'll get upset over the impulse, and it's just crazy.
The way I just don't get how people would just get like that. Like, oh, like Jesus.
You gotta fall pretty far. You gotta fall pretty far. You gotta, that thing is going somewhere. This baby's going somewhere. That baby ain't going nowhere. No, this baby's going somewhere, falling right off the wagon, bumping the head.
And then the next thing, and the other thing you realize is like our generation, or even like people probably I say 40, people that are like 40 and younger are usually really patient. Like if you're busy and then you tell them that you're busy and you apologize for it, usually they're like, oh, you're good, And then you get to the people that are like 45 and higher, and they're just the most impatient motherfuckers you've ever met in your life. And they're just like, I said now, and it's been about 20 minutes. It's like, sorry.
Now.
It's 6 o'clock, and this is prime time for dinner. Jesus. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, like I go to a restaurant or something, like when I go to get my cheesesteaks, I'll go ahead and just sit in there. It takes a little while, but I'm not really like, I got time, whatever. I got nowhere to be. I'm just going to go home and eat my food anyway and sit and lounge around. So it's not like I got anything to do that's important, but and everybody's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, no, it's fine, man. Shit, just take it easy. But then, you get those people that are in there, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, Dad. No, fuck you. It's like they're getting into a fight, and it's like, Jesus, over what?
Love is an amazing movie. For anybody
you're angry because what your food isn't done right now. Like shit's being freshly cooked. You should be happy that you're getting fresh food instead of shit that's sitting in the warmer or something.
Like rather have uncooked food now or cooked food later.
Yeah,
I think people are so impatient today because how like instant everything is, instant gratification. You got all this technology makes everything super fast and easy and convenient, and we're losing that patience touch and just things that take time. Like nobody just wants to sit and take the time to do anything anymore. I need it now, quick, fast.
Well, it's
faster.
like you go to get a coffee at like Caribou or something, right? The nicest possible people that are working there, usually, they're pretty generous, and they're like, oh yeah, how are you doing, whatever, and you have a good little conversation, and it's kind of nice because one day I hope that a barista will be like, hey, should I get your number or something? That'd be pretty dope. But I got pipe dreams, but I'm patient in there, and then I've heard people over like the thing being like, no, I got a coupon for this, and it does not expire. I need my free coffee right now. And it's like, well, ma'am, the thing it's like expired by a month, and like the Papa Murphy's thing or whatever, the pizza place. Shit, you get like in those places also. I think with coupons, some people probably could just skip the expiration date, but you're trying to please certain people, and you can't do it all the time. So somebody's gonna get pissed. And I'd almost rather my manager be pissed.
Right? I still remember like computers taking forever to download like an image. Like if you want to go, like you wanted a cool picture or something like of a car or I guess in my case, like a hot female or some shit, and like you wanted to like post that up, and then like save it on your phone or some shit, or not phone, like your computer or some shit. And it took forever for it to download.
Yeah, this shit was ridiculous, man.
And like these days, you just get it like snap of a finger if you really wanted to.
I remember that too back when we were kids. I remember a couple of buddies, we'd be on Funny Junk and you're sitting there waiting like, oh yeah, this is going to be funny. This is going to be good. And then once it pops up, you're just laughing hysterically because you just waited so long to see this shit.
Yeah.
The stupidest damn thing, but you're like, ah, damn, I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, like, oh man, that was a great photo. That was a great...
Your buddy's DSL internet, where his dad's on the phone. It's like all slow and shit. He doesn't even run.
Yeah.
Just
get off the phone, Mom. I'm trying to download something.
Yeah, she's in there talking to your goddamn aunt about nothing but cigarettes and moisturizing cream, and you're like, "Hey, trying to look at Funny Junk, you bitch. Let's go."
They had a sale on lotion at Kmart. It was two for $5.
Yeah, and you're trying to watch the cats videos.
Get off the phone, Mom. I'm trying to mine in RuneScape.
I'm on RuneScape. Get off.
I'm on RuneScape, Mom. I'm trying to get off the phone.
Dude, online gaming fucking sucked when you had shit internet. It was just horrible. So bad. I remember trying Club Penguin all the time and it wouldn't work. It would suck so bad.
I played Club Penguin for maybe an hour before I got banned.
Oh yeah, you can't swear in there. It's always like explicit. Because that's like the first thing as a kid. You're in there, you always want to put like fuck you. You always want to just go talk shit to people.
I remember learning about pussy for the first time, and I asked how I got banned just because I asked someone to fuck me in my penguin pussy. And I just thought that was the most funniest thing to say at the time, and it immediately got banned and I just it was so worth it. To this day, I don't regret saying that. That was so fucking funny.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, I miss Club Penguin so much. Shit was fun back in the day.
Gone forever.
It came back, didn't it? And then it went downhill again.
I think somebody tried to bring it back, but it's like the audience nowadays isn't the same. It's just it's not, man. That generation's gone, and we're all grown ass adults now suffering with back pains.
Much.
We're 23. We're not even that old.
Yeah, but I'm suffering every day with back pains, man. So I'm glad I got a bed.
What are you doing? Lifting with your back, not your knees?
Yeah. No.
No wonder you have back pain.
I'm side sleeping on my new pillow cube. You know, every episode since I bought it, I've mentioned it, so I got to do it again.
It's good.
That's the running joke.
It's so comfortable. Fuck, that thing is amazing.
You must buy it now.
And like, I'll lay on it, like if I put my elbow on it and I just take it off, the foam just goes right back into place. It's just like, oh shit, cool. Badass pillow, man. I seen some comments on their videos though. It's hilarious. Like, oh, it's a scam. They want you to pay for the delivery insurance, and then they'll comment like, that's because you want your pillow, don't you? And if something were to go wrong, we would be charged for it. So why is it it's just hilarious when their little social media team comments back.
Or like people are giving Domino's crap for having insurance of their pizza. Like if you leave the building and something goes wrong with it.
Yeah, it's fucking it's funny, but it's like, come on, man, you can get a new pizza. You get a new pizza.
Yeah, it might have wasted $2 on the insurance if everything came out successful, but you still got a pizza at the end of it.
Hey, come on, man. It's good stuff. I've actually never done the Domino's insurance. So I don't know how to.
Me neither.
I don't know what that all entails, but
I think it was for certain stores because I don't think my Domino's in my town has it.
I think we need to do this for a video. We need to have Andrew go in and buy a pizza, get the insurance, and just as soon as he walks out the door, just like slip, have the pizza slam against like the window so they see it, and just go get a new one.
Like a total idiot.
Or like go out in your driveway and just like spray a whole bunch of water so it just turns into ice. So the guy's like trying to bring it, slips and falls, and
like,
Get a
hey, I
pizza.
need a new pizza, man. What the fuck?
you come out right away like you didn't expect that. You're just like, what the hell, man?
Guy's got like a fucking he's gonna have back issues now for the rest of his life. He's probably got like a fucked up hip, and he's like, hey, the fuck's my pizza, asshole?
Yeah, you don't even care about the guy that fell. You're just like, my
Yeah.
pizza. You're not about.
You just fucking Walter Whited your pizza on top of your roof, and you're just like, yeah, fuck you.
It's gonna get.
All right, if you do this, you have to order a pizza with just all the cheeses you can find that they offer. Just nothing but cheese. So it just sticks and splatters all over.
Can I get extra cheese, if you please? If you don't
I
mind.
like that. Can I get a pizza that doesn't let me shit for 3 days? That'd be great.
Where do you get your pizza, man?
They'll serve you up real well. Oh man, fantastic! What a show! What an episode!
That was pretty good. We do have to wrap it up though. It's getting a little late here, boys. I'm with send you guys home.
But 10 more minutes. Come on, Mom. Please.
No, your father's waiting in the car. We gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta go smear pizza on the
Gotta smear the pizza.
on the roof. No, but I think we're gonna wrap it up here, gentlemen. This was like Rob, like you just said, this was actually a pretty damn good episode. I enjoyed this. This is funny. A lot of good stuff.
Well, I got more stories for you guys. Anytime.
We're always here for those stories. So just remember, keep those handy. Keep those in your back pocket.
We're talking about poo. We're talking about pee.
Wrap it up in the gift.
Pizza.
Send it to you.
Good deal. All right.
R. Kelly, free my man R. Kelly.